Nobody is coming to rescue you. No one is waiting to solve your problems, and that should motivate you. The moment you understand that the world doesn't owe you anything, you regain control. You stop waiting, stop making excuses, and start putting in the work. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It belongs to those who stay committed, even when no one is watching. So the real question is, will you waste time hoping for recognition, or will you take action, work hard, and focus on your own progress? One of the most liberating realizations is understanding that people aren't constantly thinking about you. This isn't a bad thing. It's an opportunity. It allows you to prioritize yourself, invest in personal growth, and build the life you envision. Let's clarify what this really means. When I say nobody cares, I'm not implying people are unkind or indifferent. It simply means that everyone is the main character of their own story. They're preoccupied with their struggles, ambitions, and daily challenges. While they may care about you on some level, they aren't consumed by your difficulties or unfulfilled potential. And that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's empowering. It means you don't have to live according to someone else's expectations. You have the freedom to define success on your terms. But with that freedom comes responsibility. If no one else is going to push you forward, then it's entirely up to you. Your growth, your success, and your future are all in your hands. That brings us to the second key message. Work hard and focus on yourself. These aren't just motivational phrases. They're the foundation of real success in any aspect of life. Now let's talk about hard work. The phrase is often overused, but its truth remains. There is no substitute for effort. Success isn't reserved for those who wait. It's earned by those who take action. But here's the critical part. It's not just about working hard, but about working hard on the right things. This is where self-investment comes in. Many people spend their lives working tirelessly, but never see true progress. Why? Because they're chasing someone else's definition of success, climbing a ladder only to realize it's against the wrong wall. That's why your focus must be on your own aspirations, your personal growth, and your potential. When you invest in yourself, you're making the best investment possible. Unlike stocks, real estate, or material assets, you can't lose yourself. You can't be taxed on your skills, and no one can steal your knowledge or personal development. Every moment, every effort, and every resource you dedicate to self-improvement will yield lifelong rewards. Whether it's mastering a new skill, developing better habits, or overcoming obstacles, the returns on self-investment are invaluable. Now, you may be wondering, isn't focusing on myself selfish? Shouldn't I be thinking about? The answer is simple. Prioritizing your personal growth doesn't mean neglecting those around you. In fact, the more you improve yourself, the more value you can offer to others. A stronger, wiser, and more capable version of you can support, uplift, and inspire people far more effectively than a version that's struggling just to stay afloat. Think of it this way. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're drained, unfulfilled, or stuck in a cycle of waiting for external validation, you won't be in a position to help anyone. But when you take charge of your own progress, you become an asset not just to yourself, but to everyone in your life. This mindset shift is crucial. Instead of looking for approval or waiting for someone to push you forward, embrace the reality that it's all on you. Nobody's keeping track of your missed opportunities. No one is tallying up the hours you wasted. And that should be a wake-up call. When you fully grasp that your success depends on your own effort, excuses become irrelevant. It's no longer about blaming circumstances, lack of support, or unfair situations. It's about deciding right now that your future is in your hands. So what's next? Simple. Get to work. Define what success looks like for you, set clear goals, and commit to consistent progress. Understand that discipline, not motivation, is what sustains long-term achievement. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. Push through anyway. The ones who succeed are not the ones who always feel inspired, but the ones who show up regardless. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Small steps taken daily compound into massive results over time. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just start, improve one habit, master one skill, overcome one challenge at a time, because in the end, nobody is coming to save you. And that's not a reason to feel defeated. That's the reason you should feel unstoppable. Let's clear this up right now. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Think about the instructions on an airplane. You're told to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Why? Because you can't give your best to anyone if you're running on empty. When you invest in yourself, learning, growing, and evolving, you become better equipped to support others, contribute to your community, and create a meaningful impact. But here's the key. No one is going to knock on your door and say, hey, I noticed you're not reaching your full potential. Let me help you. That's not how it works. If you want to improve, grow, and unlock your true capabilities, you have to take charge. You must be willing to put in the effort when no one is watching. You have to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term success. Consider this. Suppose you want to start a business. The reality is no one else will be as deeply invested in that vision as you are. Sure, friends and family might offer words of encouragement, but at the end of the day, they're focused on their own life. They won't write your business plan, make your first sales calls, or work the late nights needed to get your venture off the ground. That responsibility falls entirely on you. You must care enough about your dream to put in the work. You have to be willing to learn, fail, adapt, and try again. You must commit to doing what others won't, so that one day you can live the life others can't. And here's the amazing part. When you start taking action, when you truly invest in yourself and commit to your goals, something shifts. People notice. Not because you're seeking their validation, but because they're inspired by your dedication, resilience, and success. You become proof of what's possible when someone takes control of their life, works relentlessly, and prioritizes growth. That's how real change happens. Now let's talk about focus. In today's world, focus is more valuable than ever. From the moment we wake up to the moment we sleep, we're flooded with distractions. Social media, emails, endless notifications, all competing for our attention and pulling us away from what truly matters. But here's the reality. Your focus shapes your life. What you consistently give your attention to is what will grow. If your focus is consumed by other people's lives, celebrity gossip, or fleeting social media trends, then that's what your world will revolve around. But if you choose to focus on your goals, personal growth, skill building, and expanding your knowledge, that's what will flourish. That's why protecting your focus is essential. Treat it as the valuable resource it is. Be intentional about where you direct your attention. Ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to my goals? Is this helping me grow? Is this the best use of my time? If the answer is no, then it's time to redirect your energy. The ability to control your focus is a skill that separates those who achieve their ambitions from those who remain stuck in cycles of distraction. Every moment spent on meaningless distractions is a moment taken away from progress. Think about the most successful individuals in any field. They aren't immune to distractions, but they have mastered the ability to guard their attention. They set clear priorities, eliminate unnecessary noise, and commit fully to their pursuits. They don't allow fleeting temptations to derail them from what truly matters. This level of discipline isn't easy, but it's necessary. If you want to excel, you must develop the habit of deep focus. Set boundaries, turn off distractions, create an environment that fosters productivity. Most importantly, remind yourself why you started in the first place. When you take control of your attention, everything changes. Your work improves, your efficiency increases, and your progress accelerates. The effort you put in compounds over time, leading to results that others admire but rarely understand. At the core of all this is a simple truth. Success isn't about luck, nor is it about waiting for the right moment. It's about consistency, perseverance, and the willingness to do what most people won't. Hard work isn't just one path to success, it's the only path. So ask yourself, are you willing to take control of your life? Are you prepared to focus on what truly matters? The choice is yours, and the outcome depends on what you decide today. If the answer is no, then it's time to reassess. Redirect your focus to what truly matters, yourself and your growth. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, I don't have time to focus on myself. I'm too busy with work, family, and responsibilities. I get it. Life is demanding, and we all have obligations, but ask yourself this. Can you afford not to invest in yourself? Can you afford to let your potential remain untapped? Can you risk reaching the end of your life with regrets about never becoming the person you were meant to be? The reality is, personal growth doesn't require hours of your day. Small, consistent efforts can yield remarkable results over time. It's not about making sudden, drastic changes. It's about making small, intentional choices day after day, week after week, year after year. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to read a book that expands your knowledge. Perhaps it's using your lunch break to develop a new skill online. Or it could be turning off the TV in the evening to work on a personal project. These seemingly small time investments, when made consistently and with purpose, can lead to extraordinary growth in the long run. Remember, No one is as invested in your personal growth as you are. No one benefits from your success more than you do. That's why it's up to you to prioritize it. It's your responsibility to carve out time, put in the effort, and stay committed to your self-improvement. Now, let's address another common concern. Where do I begin? Many people feel stuck, unsure of what to focus on first. The answer is simple. Just start. The key is to take action. Choose an area of your life you want to improve, your health, relationships, career, finances, and take a step forward. Read a book, enroll in a course, or seek guidance from someone who has already achieved what you aspire to. The specific starting point isn't as important as the decision to begin. Once you take that first step, clarity will follow. You'll discover what excites you, what challenges you in a meaningful way, and what truly resonates with you. From there, you can refine your focus. Personal growth isn't a final destination, it's a lifelong journey. There's never a point where you can say, I'm done growing. There will always be more to learn, new ways to improve, and greater heights to reach. And that's the beauty of it. When you embrace a mindset of continuous learning and self-improvement, life transforms into an adventure. Each day presents new opportunities to challenge yourself, grow, and become just a little better than you were yesterday. Now, let's clear up an important point. When I say focus on yourself, I'm not encouraging selfishness or a disregard for others, far from it. Focusing on yourself means recognizing that your growth benefits not just you, but also those around you. When you invest in becoming a better version of yourself, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you bring more value to your relationships, work, and community. A fulfilled, self-aware individual is better equipped to support and uplift others. Think about it. When you're thriving, you have more energy, patience, and wisdom to share. You lead by example, inspiring those around you to pursue their own growth. By prioritizing your well-being, you cultivate the resilience needed to navigate challenges and contribute meaningfully to the world. This journey is not about neglecting responsibilities or isolating yourself. It's about striking a balance, ensuring that while you fulfill your obligations, you also allocate time for self-improvement. The more you grow, the more you can give. So where do you go from here? Begin by assessing your daily habits. Identify areas where time slips away without adding value to your life. It could be mindless scrolling on social media, excessive TV consumption, or distractions that pull you away from meaningful pursuits. Reclaiming even a fraction of that time can open up space for activities that contribute to your development. Set clear intentions. Define what progress looks like for you. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or strengthening relationships, outline the steps needed to move forward. Small, deliberate actions taken consistently will create momentum. Remember, growth isn't always comfortable. There will be setbacks, doubts, and moments of frustration, but every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience and deepen your understanding of yourself. Instead of fearing failure, view it as feedback, a guide that helps you refine your approach and continue evolving. Ultimately, your life is shaped by the choices you make daily. No one else will prioritize your personal growth for you. The responsibility is yours, but so is the reward. A more fulfilled, capable, and empowered version of yourself is within reach if you choose to take that first step. What I'm emphasizing is self-responsibility, the idea of taking ownership of your life, choices, and personal growth. The truth is, when you prioritize your development, you become more capable of supporting others. You gain strength, resilience, and resourcefulness. Qualities that not only benefit you, but also positively impact those around you. Consider this: when you improve your health, you have more energy to care for your loved ones. Advancing in your career enables you to provide better for your family and contribute to your community. Expanding your knowledge allows you to bring fresh ideas and perspectives into your conversations. In essence, by striving for self-improvement, you're not just enhancing your own life, you're also increasing your ability to make a meaningful difference in the world. However, there's a challenge, a crucial one. You can't wait for the perfect conditions to begin. You can't delay until you have more time, more money, or greater support, because the reality is, those ideal circumstances may never arrive. There will always be reasons to postpone personal growth, always excuses for why now isn't the right time. But if you're truly committed to reaching your potential and becoming the best version of yourself, you must start now. With whatever you have. Use the time you can spare, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. Take advantage of the resources available to you, whether that's a library card or a free online course. Tap into the energy you can muster, even if you're exhausted after a long day. Because the truth is, small, consistent efforts add up over time. Just as compound interest turns small investments into wealth, consistent self-improvement leads to remarkable progress. Think about this. Reading just 10 pages a day adds up to around 18 books in a year. Learning one new thing daily about your field will make you significantly more knowledgeable and skilled within a year. These actions may seem minor at first, and you might not notice immediate results, but over time they shape your habits, refine your skills, expand your knowledge, and strengthen your character. That's when transformation happens. Others may not notice the daily effort, but they will see the results. The confidence you carry, the goals you achieve, and the impact you make in your work and relationships. But here's the key. You're not doing it for their approval or validation. You're doing it for yourself. Because you are committed to personal growth. You recognize that your success and fulfillment are entirely in your hands. Now let's address a major obstacle that holds many people back: fear of failure. Many hesitate to take risks or step outside their comfort zones because they worry about making mistakes or falling short. But here's the reality. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of the journey. Every challenge, setback, or misstep is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow stronger. Think about anyone who has achieved something significant. They didn't get there without facing obstacles. They encountered rejection, criticism, and moments of doubt. Yet what set them apart was their willingness to keep going despite setbacks. They understood that progress isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Instead of fearing failure, reframe it as a stepping stone. When something doesn't go as planned, analyze what went wrong, adapt, and move forward with greater insight. This shift in mindset allows you to take action without being paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. The sooner you embrace this perspective, the sooner you unlock your potential. Another factor that often prevents growth is comparison. In today's world, it's easy to measure your progress against others, whether it's their achievements, lifestyle, or success. But this habit is counterproductive. Everyone is on a unique path with different starting points, experiences, and challenges. The only person you should compete with is who you were yesterday. Focus on your own progress, however small it may seem. Celebrate the improvements you make each day, whether it's developing a new skill, forming better habits, or simply maintaining consistency. When you shift your attention from external validation to personal milestones, you gain the motivation to keep moving forward. Ultimately, self-improvement is not a single event, but a continuous process. It's about committing to growth, even when results aren't immediate. It's about showing up for yourself, regardless of circumstances. Over time, these small, intentional actions compound into meaningful change. So start today, use what you have, embrace challenges, and stay consistent. Your future self will thank you. You're not dependent on anyone else to dictate your progress. The effort you put in, the habits you build, and the mindset you cultivate are entirely within your control. That's a powerful realization because it means success isn't about luck. It's about discipline and persistence. Building this level of self-discipline requires commitment. One way to reinforce it is by eliminating unnecessary distractions. Identify what is pulling your focus away from your priorities, whether it's social media, procrastination, or negative influences, and take conscious steps to minimize them. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your actions, so surround yourself with people, habits, and routines that support your goals rather than derail them. Another key to developing unshakable discipline is mastering delayed gratification. In a world that promotes instant rewards, learning to prioritize long-term success over short-term pleasure is what sets high achievers apart. Understand that real progress takes time. Whether it's improving a skill, building a business, or transforming your health, results don't appear overnight, but each small, consistent effort compounds over time, leading to significant change. Additionally, be mindful of your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself influences your actions. Instead of saying, "I don't feel like doing this today," shift your perspective to, "I may not feel like it, but I'll do it anyway." This simple change reinforces discipline, making it a natural part of your routine rather than something you struggle to maintain. Lastly, track your progress. Keep a record of your efforts, wins, and areas for improvement. Seeing tangible results, even small ones, keeps you motivated and reinforces your commitment. Self-discipline isn't about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about consistency and growth. By adopting these principles, you'll develop the kind of mental strength that allows you to stay focused, push through obstacles, and achieve goals that once seemed out of reach. The journey won't always be easy, but the rewards are worth it. Because in the end, success isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about taking action, staying disciplined, and proving to yourself that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. When you commit to this mindset, you start to realize that discipline isn't just about reaching goals. It's about who you become in the process. Each day you choose consistency over comfort. You strengthen your ability to stay in control of your actions, no matter the circumstances. One essential practice in maintaining self-discipline is setting clear priorities. Without a structured plan, it's easy to drift, wasting time on things that don't contribute to your long-term vision. Define what truly matters, break it into actionable steps, and focus on executing them with intent. Equally important is learning to manage your energy effectively. Pushing yourself relentlessly without rest leads to burnout, which can slow down progress. Discipline doesn't mean overworking yourself. It means balancing effort with recovery so you can sustain productivity over time. Develop habits that support both focus and well-being, ensuring you remain sharp and motivated. Another strategy is minimizing unnecessary decision-making. The more choices you face throughout the day, the more mentally drained you become. Simplify your routines by automating small decisions such as planning your schedule in advance or creating a consistent daily structure. This frees up mental energy for what truly requires your attention. It's also important to acknowledge that setbacks are inevitable. There will be moments when things don't go as planned and motivation dips. When that happens, don't dwell on frustration, refocus and move forward. What matters most is not avoiding failure, but responding to it with resilience. Ultimately, self-discipline is the foundation of success in any area of life. It's what keeps you progressing when motivation fades, what separates intention from execution, and what ensures that your actions align with your ambitions. By strengthening this skill, you give yourself the power to shape your future rather than be shaped by circumstances. And when you fully embrace this way of thinking, you'll no longer need to rely on fleeting bursts of inspiration. Instead, you'll operate with a level of control and determination that makes achievement inevitable. Relying on external validation or support isn't necessary. You have the ability to shape your own future through consistent effort and discipline. Now, let's discuss something equally important: acknowledging your progress. When you're dedicated to growth, it's easy to become so focused on your destination that you overlook how far you've already come. However, recognizing progress is essential for maintaining both motivation and confidence. Growth is a journey, not a finish line. Every step forward, no matter how small, matters. Did you learn a new skill? That's an achievement. Did you overcome a challenge that once held you back? That's a victory. Celebrating these milestones doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as taking a moment to reflect, rewarding yourself with something you enjoy, or sharing your success with a supportive friend. The key is to acknowledge your progress and effort. By doing this, you reinforce positive behaviors, training your mind to associate discipline and hard work with success. This makes it easier to stay motivated and continue pushing forward. However, there's a challenge many people face when they commit to self-improvement: dealing with negativity and naysayers. Not everyone will support your growth. Some may attempt to discourage you or pull you back into old habits. More often than not, their resistance isn't about you, it's about them. Seeing someone make positive changes forces people to reflect on their own choices, reminding them of the goals they've abandoned or the risks they haven't taken. That discomfort can manifest as negativity. Your personal growth might also disrupt certain relationships. Some people are accustomed to seeing you a certain way, and when you begin to change, they may resist it. They might try to keep you confined to the version of you they've always known. But here's what you need to remember. Other people's limitations should never become your own. Their fears, doubts, or negativity shouldn't hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. This is where the mindset that nobody cares becomes a powerful advantage. When you fully embrace the fact that you're not living for anyone else's approval, it becomes much easier to block out negativity. You begin to realize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. You're not working hard to impress others. You're doing it for your own growth, your own future, and the person you know you're capable of becoming. That doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life entirely, but it does mean setting boundaries. Be mindful of who you share your goals with and surround yourself with people who encourage your growth rather than hold you back. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Seek out mentors, peers, and friends who are also dedicated to self-improvement. People with ambitions and goals of their own. Surrounding yourself with individuals who share your drive will create an environment that fuels your progress. Being in the company of people who challenge and inspire you fosters accountability and encourages continuous improvement. At the same time, it's essential to eliminate distractions that could derail your focus. Social media negativity and unproductive habits can consume valuable time and energy. Staying committed to your path requires discipline. Learning to say no to what doesn't serve your goals and prioritizing actions that bring you closer to them. Another crucial element of long-term success is consistency. Motivation fluctuates, but habits sustain progress. Small, repeated efforts compound over time, leading to significant results. It's not about making rapid, drastic changes. It's about showing up every day, making steady improvements, and refusing to give up when challenges arise. Of course, setbacks are inevitable. There will be days when progress feels slow and obstacles seem insurmountable. In those moments, it's important to remember why you started. Revisit your goals, reflect on the progress you've already made, and remind yourself that growth is never linear. Patience plays a key role in this process. Great achievements don't happen overnight, and expecting immediate results can lead to frustration. Trusting the process and maintaining faith in your ability to improve will help you navigate moments of doubt. Most importantly, take ownership of your journey. No one else is responsible for your growth, and no one will put in the work for you. Success is built on personal accountability, the willingness to take control of your actions and remain committed to your vision regardless of external circumstances. Ultimately, transformation isn't about impressing others or seeking validation. It's about becoming the best version of yourself for your own fulfillment. Stay disciplined, celebrate your progress, surround yourself with the right influences, and remain focused on your path. When you do that, success becomes inevitable. The people who truly matter are those who support you, celebrate your achievements, and encourage you to keep pushing forward. As we reach the conclusion of this discussion, I want to leave you with one crucial thought. The journey of self-discipline and perseverance isn't about attaining some final flawless state where every problem disappears and no further growth is needed. That point doesn't exist. Instead, it's about continuous progress, striving to be just a little better today than you were yesterday. It's about embracing the process of learning, evolving, and improving, knowing that there are no limits to how much you can grow, no cap on your potential, and no ceiling on what you can accomplish. And here's the remarkable part. As you keep pushing forward, your ability to grow expands. Goals that once seemed unattainable become realistic. Dreams that once felt distant turn into stepping stones for even greater aspirations. But none of this happens by chance. It happens because you make a conscious decision every day to invest in yourself. It happens because you put in the effort, stay focused, and commit to your own progress, regardless of outside opinions. So I challenge you, make that decision, choose to care about your own potential, work hard not for validation from others, but for your own sense of fulfillment. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not because anyone else expects it, but because you do. The truth is, in the grand scheme of things, no one else is invested in your success as you are. And that's not a bad thing. It's empowering. It means you define your own success. You take full responsibility for your life. You decide who you become. So embrace that freedom. Take control, put in the work, stay focused, and watch as you transform your life one step at a time. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one simple truth. No one cares about your excuses, struggles, or reasons why you can't succeed. But one day, they will care. When you prove them wrong, when you rise above the doubts and setbacks, and by then, their validation won't even matter. And because you'll already know you made it, not because of anyone else, but because you refused to quit, because you showed up, because you stayed focused when no one was watching. So stop hesitating, stop overthinking, stop seeking approval, start working, start growing, start becoming the person you were meant to be, because in the end, your success is in your hands. No one cares, so work hard, stay focused, and make them notice. And as you push forward, remember this. Every step you take, no matter how small, compounds over time. Progress isn't always immediate, and success isn't built overnight. It's a process, a commitment to showing up daily, even when no one is watching, even when the results aren't visible yet. There will be moments of doubt, times when quitting feels easier than persisting, when you start questioning whether all the effort is worth it. But that's exactly when you need to push harder. Because the ones who make it are those who refuse to stop, who understand that setbacks are part of the journey, not signs to turn back. The truth is, discipline will take you further than motivation ever will. Motivation fades. It's unreliable, fleeting, But discipline, the ability to stay committed even when you don't feel like it, is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's what turns potential into results. And here's the reality. Most people won't understand your drive. They won't see the late nights, the sacrifices, the relentless work behind the scenes. They only notice when the results start to show. But by then, their opinions won't matter because you'll already have proven to yourself that you were capable all along. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop searching for permission. The only approval you need is your own. The only person responsible for your success is you. Keep moving, keep growing, keep pushing beyond what you once thought possible, because in the end, the only way to win is to refuse to quit. Now go, do the work. The results will follow.